Let knowledge flow like a river, without any hindrance. Don't make it like a stagnant pool. Hey everyone. I think all of you are fine. Welcome to Structural Design Only, a channel with different vision. You are about to learning Excel sheets. This series will show you how to use Excel sheets, even if you are new to spreadsheets. We'll cover things like calculations, keeping track of information, and making charts. By the end, you'll be a whiz at using Excel sheets. So subscribe and get ready to learn some magic tricks with your data. Let's start with Excel for Beginners Part 1, Unveiling the Spreadsheet. Know your Excel spreadsheet. Rows. This is a blank Excel spreadsheet. First, consider it is just like a graph paper. In the graph paper, x-axis is the horizontal axis. Here it is rows. Each row has a designation and is 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. Here green broken arrow is indicating the row 15. Columns. In the graph paper, y-axis is the vertical axis. Here it is column. Each column has a designation and is A, B, C, D, etc. Here blue broken arrow is indicating the column C. Do you know how many rows and columns are in Excel spreadsheet? As per the information of Gemini AI, the number of rows and columns in Excel depends on the version you're using. Excel 2007 and later, 2010, 2016, etc. This version offers a massive capacity of 1,048,576 rows and 16,384 columns. Excel 2003, this older version has a significantly smaller limit of 65,000 rows and 255 columns. Active cell. Now look at the rectangular box with black bordered is called active cell. The active cell is the highlighted cell in Excel where you can enter data, formulas, or edits. It's like the blinking cursor on your spreadsheet page. Name box. On left corner just above column A you are watching a box. It is called name box and in this there is a H4, which is indicating the position of active cell. Sheet tabs. On left corner just below cell 24 you are watching a box. It is called sheet tabs and if we taps on the icon just right of sheet tabs, it will open a new sheet and that will be sheet 2. Formula bar. Just above the ABCD, you are watching a white box. This box is known as formula bar. The formula bar in Excel is like a tiny calculator window. It shows the formula you've entered into the selected cell, or the cell's current value. Horizontal scroll bar. The bottom bar is known as horizontal scroll bar. The horizontal scroll bar in Excel lets you slide left and right to see columns beyond the width of your window. It's like a mini ruler for navigating across your spreadsheet. Vertical scroll bar. The at right-hand side is known as vertical scroll bar. The vertical scroll bar in Excel lets you slide up and down to see rows beyond the width of your window. It's like a second mini ruler for navigating across your spreadsheet. Ribbon. At top area demarked by red area is known as ribbon. The ribbon in Excel is like a giant toolbox. It sits across the top of your window and holds all the buttons and menus you need to format cells, enter data, create charts, and use other Excel features. Imagine it as a one-stop shop for everything you need to do in Excel. Now, let's dive into the real world of Excel. Alright, let's get some hands-on practice with data entry. Here on the screen, you see a blank Excel sheet. Press the left button of the mouse to cell A1, now A1 is the active cell for you. You can type here anything. Say I am typing here, a big cat. Say now I need to increase the font size. How can I do that? We can do that by clicking this tab or by typing the value here, or by selecting the value from scroll down menu. Now look, the text, a big cat, is not clearly visible. To make it visible we have to increase the size of the cell. How can do this? Just bring the mouse at the junction of column A and B, and you will find, the shape of the cursor will change. Now press the left button of the mouse and slide the mouse in horizontal direction. Length of the cell will increase. Similar action we have to take to increase the width of the cell. Now we can watch the big cat clearly. Now, say we need to change the font type, just select the cell and after selecting the cell, we have to click on Font tool. After clicking this Font tool we are going to get a pull-down menu. Now select the desired font from this pull-down menu. Say, our next task is to change the color of the font. How can we do this? Look here, this is our font coloring tools. Just click here and choose your desired color. Say I am going to choose red color. Look here, font also changed from black to red. Say, our next task is, to fill the cell by color. To do this we have to click on this tool. Once again from drop-down menu we can select our desired color. Say I am selecting yellow color. Look, your cell turned into yellow. Now, say we need to copy this text to another cell. How can we do that? Just click on the cell. Then make a click on the right button of the mouse and you will find a menu list with several options. Second option is our copy, just click on it. Then select a cell or multiple cell. After that once again click on the right button of the mouse and you will find the several paste option. Choose your option and paste. Now let's focus on some preliminary calculations. Excel can do much more than this, and you'll discover its full potential step by step. Look at column B, cells B1 to B5. These cells contain the numbers 1 to 5. We want to find the sum of these numbers and display it at the bottom of cell B5, that is on cell B6. There are two ways to do this. Method 1, manual formula. Click on cell B6, where you want the sum to appear. Type an equal to sign, to indicate you're entering a formula. Click on cell B1 to select it. This tells Excel to include the value in B1 in the calculation. Type a plus sign to add the values. Repeat steps 3 and 4 for cells B2, B3, B4, and B5. Finally, click on cell B6 to include its value in the sum. Press Enter. The total of all the numbers in B1 to B5 will appear in cell B6. Method 2, Auto Sum Tool. This is a quicker alternative. Select all the cells you want to sum, which in this case are B1 to B5. Look for the Auto Sum button on the Home tab. It's usually located near the bottom right corner of the font group. This button looks like the Greek letter sigma. Click the Auto Sum button. Excel will automatically create a formula that adds the values in your selected range and display the result in the active cell, which is likely B6 by default. Both methods achieve the same result. AutoSum is a convenient shortcut for simple calculations, but understanding how to build formulas manually is also valuable in Excel. Alright, let's move on to multiplication. Imagine you have values in cells B2 and B3 and want their product, the result of multiplying them, to appear in cell C3. Here's how to do it. Click on cell C3, where you want the answer to show up. Type an equal sign. Click on cell B2 to select it. Type an asterisk, which is the multiplication symbol in Excel. Click on cell B3 to select it. This includes the value in B3 in the multiplication. Press Enter. The product of the values in B2 and B3 will be displayed in cell C3. Now, let's tackle division. Similar to multiplication, imagine you have values in cells B2 and B3 and want their quotient, the result of dividing them, to appear in cell C3. The process is almost identical to multiplication, with just a slight change in the symbol. Click on cell C3, where you want the answer to show up. Type an equals to sign to tell Excel you're entering a formula. Click on cell B2 to select it. This tells Excel to use the value in B2 for the calculation. Type a /, which is the division symbol in Excel. Click on cell B3 to select it. This includes the value in B3 in the division. Press Enter. The quotient of the values in B2 and B3 will be displayed in cell C3. Remember, you can always reference cells instead of typing the values directly in the formula. This makes it easier to update your calculations if the values in B2 and B3 change. Thanks for watching. For more Excel tips, be sure to watch the entire video. Like this video if you found it helpful.